Alright guys, I got this crazy idea. Gonna take my Teardrop camper snow camping, but I just can't get it there with the wheels on it. So I purchased a couple 20-foot lengths of 1-inch square tubing. Kind of already got started. Cut them down into lengths. Alright, once I took some measurements off the tires on my trailer, I want to make these ski shaped, so a little curve in the front and a little teeny curve in the back in case I have to back up. I've measured the width of my tire and everything, so in order to make the curve in the front and the back, I'm going to make several curve cuts in it. I'll bend it to the shape I want, and then I'll weld the cuts closed. Okay, now with the curve cuts in place, I've placed it in my vise, and then by simply pulling, I've created a bend, and then I'll come on the inside and weld all those cuts. Okay, while the cuts weren't exactly the same, I think the final product came out pretty close and will work way plenty good for what I'm using them for. Alright, not a professional welder, but stuff sticks together. So there is the long sides of each of my frames. Alright, well here's one frame with the base all welded together. There's going to be some hard plastic on the bottom of this, and I'll pull the tire in until it rests between this one, and then we'll run a ratchet strap over the tire to this other one, and that should hold it in and give it a little flotation. So I've cut some more crossbars. We'll weld this other side up. Alright, well there is the pair ready to go, and I have this it's a hard plastic, pretty like 1/16 inch thick hard plastic. It's there's a guy in town I live in here who makes snowmobile hoods, and these are the scraps that he had that he couldn't use. He gave me a couple of them. So I'm going to strip these up and run them underneath. I'll use a heat gun to get the angles running underneath. All I need to do is put a couple bars across the fronts, sheet the bottom, and then put some attachments for my ratchet straps, and these will be ready to go. Alrighty, so here is the frames, and I put these sides on them so I can put them right in front of the tires and just drive on them. I will be placing a bar somewhere in here on each one of them, so when I pull forward all the way, the tire goes in the right place, the tire's resting against that bar. And then I will strap it from that bar down to the back here somewhere. And then I'll put this skin on it. Should be ready to pull. All right, there is the finished product. I just did it with some metal screws with washers on them. Attached them on. I'll have to tighten my strap up, but it will just strap from the bolt. Like so, strap from the bolt up and over the tire to this end. Let's see how she pulls. Very surprised how well these are working. These are barely sinking. The snow here is probably 8 inches deeper than these are sinking. They seem to have good flotation. Yeah, see, this side's sinking a little bit harder. Did fill up with snow. I was worried about that, but I don't think it'll hurt anything. There's my way to pull it. And this is, that's hard to tell. This is knee deep snow. Yeah, we'll see if we can get it stuck. So I guess what's my initial thoughts about this? On a groomed trail, these things would be awesome. I could get to Mirror Lake. I could get to any of the lakes right off the highway. I did drag it through here, which is easy. 2 feet of pretty soft snow. We're sinking way in it. And I made it. It wasn't great. I wasn't going real fast. Probably would try a trip up to Lily Lake, something along the lines of that. For those of you who haven't been inside, well, I've been doing some work here. I wallpapered the inside of my roof with old maps, but almost a full-sized memory foam, like 8-inch thick memory foam mattress, you know, cupboards, electricity, lights, big old fan to vent, windows. I think this would be a great winter trip.